Today for maths we're going to begin working on weight. Now, as you will know at this stage, that we use kilograms and grams for weight. So you'll see in the picture here, we're on page number 145. So often we will remember that sugar is usually measured out in bags of 1 kilogram. Okay? There are 1,000 grams in every single kilogram. So you can look around your kitchen and see the different weights. Things that weigh less than a bag of sugar will often be measured in grams, and things that weigh more than that will be measured in kilograms, though the ones measured in kilograms will be heavier things, like maybe a bag of potatoes, or sometimes you'll get a bag of carrots as a kilogram as well. So today you're going to do number 2, which says discuss which of the above instruments would be used to measure the following. A bathroom scales, you probably may have one of these at home. A spring balance, that's a thing that we can hang things from, but it wouldn't take a lot of weight. A weigh bridge measures very, very heavy things. Sometimes you'll have trucks going onto weigh bridges to be weighed. And a kitchen scales is often used for measuring out things for baking and cooking. So which thing would you use to measure these different items? People are generally measured on bathroom scales. Flour and sugar and ingredients like that are often weighed in a kitchen scales. Okay, then we're going to do number 4. It says write as grams. So we know that 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams in it. So a half of that would be 500 grams. Similarly, we know that 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams, so a quarter of that would be 250 grams, and 3/4 of that would be 750 grams. These are things that we tend to know off by heart. We know the percentages of things that are in kilograms and grams. So now we're going to practice some that are similar to number 4. So as we discussed, half a kilogram gives us 500 grams. 3/4 of a kilogram. So we know a quarter of a kilogram is 250 grams. 3/4 is 750 grams. Now, this is where it gets a little bit challenging. 4/10 of a kilogram. Now, to make it easier, when we're working on kilograms, we're working every kilogram has 1,000 grams in it. So if we convert that fraction to thousands, it'll make it easier for ourselves. So we've got over 10. So to convert that to thousands, we have to add 2 noughts, because it is out of 1,000 after all, because there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. And if we add 2 noughts on the bottom, we must add 2 noughts on the top, which gives us 400 over 1,000. So that means 4/10 kilograms gives you 400 grams. Okay, because we've converted it into grams easily by making sure it's out of 1,000, and that's how you get your answer. Now 1 6/10 kilograms, so the 1 still remains on its own. That's going to represent the 1,000 in the grams, because there's already 1,000 grams in this. So 6/10 is what we have, and we can convert that easily to grams because there's 1,000 grams. So there's the 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So add 2 noughts to get it to the 1,000. And what you do to the bottom in a fraction, you must also do to the top. So pop in your 2 noughts there. So then we want to convert that to grams. So we know 1 kilogram is the 1,000 in the grams. And then this is now out of thousands, so we can use it for grams. 1,600 grams. Similarly here, we've got a whole number, it's 4. So that's going to be our 1,000 because we've got 4,000 grams in 4 kilograms, because there is 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So there must be 4,000 grams in 4 kilograms. Now the fraction is the problem again. So we've got 27 over 100 this time, not over 10. So to convert this into grams easily, we need to get it over 1,000 because there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So add 1 naught here and add 1 naught here. That means you've got 270 out of 1,000. So now we've got the 4,000 that goes in the 1,000 spot. And then we've got out of 1,000 grams, we've got 270 grams. And that converts it nicely, 4,270 grams. Similarly here, we've got 589 over 100 converted to thousands. You add 1 naught on the bottom, so you must add 1 naught on the top. That leaves you with 5,890 grams. And if you do it this way, you can't go wrong when you're doing all of question 4. Now turning over to work on question 5. Question 5 asks us to write as fractions of a kilogram. So in order to write as fractions of a kilogram, we know that 500 grams is 1/2 of a kilogram. In fact, we're going back the way. We're converting from grams into kilograms, whereas before we were converting from kilograms into grams. 10 grams, we know that's 10 out of 1,000, because there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So that gives us a fraction there, but we can simplify, make that fraction easier. Remove a 0, remove a 0, and that gives us 1 over 100 kilograms. Because what you must do to the bottom, you must do to the top. 470 grams, we know that when we're talking about kilograms, that's 470 over 1,000, because we've got 1,000 grams in every kilogram. Now, to bring that fraction, to make it a little more simplified, we remove a 0 on the top, remove a 0 on the bottom, and that gives us the fraction 47 over 100 kg. Similarly here, we've got 750 grams. Now, we know that 750 out of 1,000 is 3/4. So that's what we get for that. Similarly, 250 grams is something that strikes us as being 1/4 of a kilogram. 900 grams. So we put 900 over 1,000 to make it into kilograms. So we can strike out these zeros because they're on the top and on the bottom. They match. Strike out these zeros, they're on the top and are on the bottom. So that gives us 9 over 10 kilograms. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please get back to me and let me know. Thanks guys for listening.